I want to go over some of the material on this. And happenstance has that a friend of mine invited me out to Singapore to meet with founders and the principals of this company, EXXA, which basically we're just launching this new platform. So let's talk a little bit about it. First off, again, I did go out to Singapore. I did see it. Pretty amazing experience. Incredible place, Singapore, and country is very much progressive when it comes to technology and cryptocurrency as well. And they've done a lot to support that. Singapore is a small island. They don't really have natural resources. So technology, intellectual property, development, things of that nature are really things that they encourage and promote. EXXA basically came out of that. Let me just start by showing a short presentation that they rolled out there in Singapore. It's just a 2-minute presentation.
What does wealth look like? How does one grow wealth in this present day? With blockchain technology coming of age, wealth created through game-changing cryptocurrencies has seen many successes. Achieving financial freedom and independence is not a luxury that can only be dreamt of. Enter EXXA, your gateway to grow your digital wealth. We're a dedicated collective of enthusiasts and technologists who aim to provide accessibility for everyone to leverage the potential of the world of crypto. Powered by Blockchain 4.0 technology, it's a fully decentralized network that enables secure and instantaneous transactions for real-world use cases. The digital platform at EXXA will enable you to seamlessly store, trade, manage, and spend your digital currencies with ease. The platform supports EXXA tokens and major cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, EOS, Litecoin, Ripple, and Tether USDT. The EXXA network integrates an AI algorithmic trading bot, Devo Plus. Devo Plus trades cryptocurrencies on your behalf, using market indicators and complex trading algorithms to provide you with a fuss-free way to create your digital wealth. Within the platform, deep dive into everything that you need to know about crypto with EXXA Digital Academy. Whether you're an individual, trader, or investor, you're certain to gain an edge in our increasingly digital world. Your membership with EXXA will be luxurious. With EXXA Travel, our travel and lifestyle module, you'll have exclusive access to competitive savings to a wide range of select destinations. Let Devo Plus grow your digital wealth and achieve your dreams of wanderlust. As we continue to build our community of like-minded cryptocurrency users, you can be sure to reap greater real-life benefits as more modules are being developed. The EXXA Digital Wealth lifestyle is a reality and is made for everyone. Create your digital wealth today with EXXA Network.
All right, so just a little bit more on the background of it. So as I got exposed to this and was learning more about the details, there's a fintech company in Singapore called SQ2 that developed the trading platform that they've got here. And actually, in addition to the AI trading platform, they also have 15 traders that work to help educate and train the platform so it can execute at light speed on the actual trades that need to happen, trading currency pairs, but are able to adjust it on a real-time basis based on real-world modifications and needs as they come up. So let's talk a little bit about it. EXXA is a networking opportunity, whether people choose to network it or just use the platform for their own holding currency there and earning daily rewards on it. That's a possibility. Either way, it's a very powerful tool. Just a quote here from Zig Ziglar about that you don't build a business, you build people, and then people build your business. That's really apropos when it comes on the networking side of it. But founder of the company is an individual by the name of Danny Pang, who I've known for a couple of decades. A remarkable individual. He's Singaporean, but he was living in the US, but he was very successful in the networking space as a distributor, spent 20 years working with a prominent company, very successful, and then went back over to Singapore to do some consulting, living over there, married to a Malaysian woman, actually living right across the bridge from Singapore in Malaysia. He had developed his own networking company representing another company in the Asian marketplace. In the process of doing that, he felt that he needed to find a payment system that was more efficient than the typical payment systems that network marketing companies traditionally have that have very high fees. And he had a lot of people in places like Philippines that had relatively small commissions where the fees for the payment systems just didn't make sense with the small commissions in that particular program. So he was searching for an alternative, and he was introduced to Square 2 because they had a blockchain-based mobile app. They're real big in mobile applications and blockchain. And so they basically developed a relationship using that blockchain system for his company. Now, as it turned out, as they were developing their relationship over time, him as a customer of SQ2, SQ2 had developed this AI trading platform that it used for a couple other clients, of which they basically just had a relationship providing the platform, but they didn't have a very strong sense of those companies. They were basically Chinese-based companies that didn't have any real company. There was no owner, there was no company. They didn't even have a contract with them because there was nobody to have a contract with. And they've been watching the platform perform very, very successfully over a period of over a year or so. And they felt really strongly about the power of bringing this out in a transparent company, a true networking company with bona fides, offices, management, customer service, and do it properly. And they found that their platform basically is able to provide somewhere between 20 and 30% of an increase on a monthly basis. And what they do is they pay 90% of that out through the EXXA Network rewards program. And we'll get into that in a little bit. But Danny's a really good guy. I've known him for a long time. He's very high integrity. And they felt so too at SQ2. When they decided that they wanted to do their own program, they approached Danny and asked him if he would be interested in forming a joint venture business relationship with them to form the EXXA Corporation. So Danny's the founder, one of the founders of the company. SQ2 is involved in it, as you'll see, and they're a 25% owner of the company. And so this is Danny. This is Gregory Ang, who was another one of Danny's partners in this other company. Gregory is very successful in marketing and media and things of that nature. And then we got Francis Au. Francis is a co-founder. He's also the CEO, the COO of SQ2 FinTech, and he's the co-founder and basically heading up the technical side of EXXA, an amazing guy. And Francis was the individual that had spent time with on the Zoom webinar and asking a lot of difficult questions, and really felt that Francis has been very transparent, as he's been since the very moment I was introduced to him. And I spent a lot of time with him while I was over there in Singapore. Extremely smart guy, very, very good at what he does, and very transparent. Nothing up, up your sleeve behind closed curtains and that sort of thing. A couple other people involved on the team. Lynn Chia is involved in overseeing the system support. She's, very involved in the operations side of it, on the networking, the business side of it. And then Roy Yang is their legal advisor, a qualified lawyer in Singapore. So EXXA is a registered company in Singapore. You can see their business information. This is from the Singapore Gov ACRA site. It's several pages, so this just shows the first and third page, but it is showing SQ2 as a 25% shareholder. Now reach out if you want the full report of both EXXA and SQ2. But basically the purpose is to provide a focused social wealth generation ecosystem for their partners, and the partners are the people that are involved with the network, and become a de facto digital currency in the blockchain industry. The de facto digital currency would be the EXXA token over time. And we'll talk a little bit about that. But their platform is more than just the AI trading bot. They're also planning to have their own crypto exchange. They've got the mobile wallet application. They've got the travel vertical, where they're going to provide really powerful travel benefits that companies out there are using, that charge significant amounts for it on a initial plus monthly basis. EXXA is going to be passing that on basically at almost cost to the members of the network. They've got the Digital Academy that's got a wealth of information that's already being put together. We saw a lot about that in the presentation there, as well as various different other kinds of digital lifestyle. There's a lot more to it. I'm still digesting it. There was a ton of information, and I'll add to that as I go along here. But, the main three things are the Devo is the name of the AI platform, the academy, and the travel. Basically, the rewards platform is in the form of the EXXA tokens that are initially provided on a daily basis based on the amount of funds that you've got into the trading platform. And let's talk a little bit about that. So a little bit about Devo. This is just some of the specifics on the kinds of things that it's tracking in the marketplace. I mentioned the Trima traders, continuous research and into the predictive modeling. That's by the traders contributing that on a daily basis. Again, the historical performance is basically showing 5 to 6%. Well, that's what the person who is putting funds on their platform are getting. Again, it's been 20 to 30% throughout the entire, their platform is creating for the EXXA company, which 90% of it gets paid out through the comp plan. And we'll talk a little bit about this. Of course, the key here, as mentioned by Warren Buffett, is that if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, then you'll work until you die. So let's talk a little bit about the rewards program. Well, the personal rewards are based on your personal participation, the amount of funds that you put into the Devo trading platform. The referral rewards are based on the people that you refer. And then community rewards are based on achieving large collective volumes of your entire organization that give you overrides on organizations with it. So as it says in number 2, there's lateral depth matching concept that goes down to a maximum of 21 levels deep as far as the unilevel model that it has. So participate in it by moving funds from your wallet. You first set up a wallet. We've got a document that was put together that's available where it tells you how to download your app from either the Apple Store or the Google Play Store, how to create your wallet. Currently, the application is supporting Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Tether. They'll be adding Ripple and EOS fairly soon. And you can send funds to any of those wallets that you activate in your EXXA application. And then you can move all or a percentage of the funds that you've got in there into the trading platform. It can be combined from different of the cryptos that you have. And basically the way it works is that, let's say, for instance, you were to put $500 and they talk about the units as USDT, which is Tether, which is pegged to the dollar. So it's basically $300 is the minimum. But because there's fluctuations in currency, unless you're actually using Tether, which has very little fluctuations, we recommend that you put more than 300 in case the value of Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatnot may go down. You need to keep 300 active in your account in order to be able to get the referral rewards. So basically, the minimum participation period is 30 days for the amount you put into the Devo project. You can withdraw it prior to 30 days, but they do charge a 10% penalty. After 30 days, you can withdraw it in 100% if you choose to. And the way that works is, if you draw it, you withdraw exactly what you put onto the platform. So let's just say, for as an example, you put in 1/10 of a Bitcoin, which would be about $800 or so, the exchange value of that. But independent of what the exchange value is at the time you withdraw it, you would be withdrawing 1/10 of the Bitcoin. So whatever you put in is exactly what you get out, independent of whether Bitcoin went up or went down or stayed the same. You would get the same, specific amount. So if you put in 1/10 of a Bitcoin and Ethereum, you would get out 1/10 of a Bitcoin and an Ethereum, whatever you put in, once you would withdraw the principal. This just shows the timeline on it. Basically, there's a 48-hour lag time from the time that you put in there, and then they take everything, they calculate it, and then at noon or before noon Singapore time, they post everything to the back. And I've been watching this now for, it's been a little bit over a week of trading, and it's been, at least last time I checked it, it was running at about 4.4% of what I had in my account. And the percentage gets multiplied to whatever the Tether evaluation of your account is. So let's say you put $800 worth of Bitcoin in. Actually, when I put it in, it was about $600 worth of Bitcoin, but Bitcoin went down a bit since I did that. So it turned out to have a Tether valuation or a dollar valuation of about $500. And so daily, whatever the percentage it's calculated based on what it achieved for the day, it multiplies that percentage based on whatever the USD value of the account is for that day. And so if it goes up, be multiplying it the next day at the higher value, or if it goes down at the lower value. But it does that on a daily basis, but it's not affect your principal. At the end of the time when you want to draw over your principal, you get it back in exactly the same crypto. So how does it work? Well, you can refer a friend to join the platform. They download from the Apple or the Play Store. In order to register, it requires a referral code. And then you basically get paid in the unilevel, essentially matching the number of personals that you referred that are active in there. So if you refer 3, you get 3 levels. If you refer 4, you get 4 levels. If you refer 16, you get 16 levels, but actually you get up to 21 levels at that point. That's the maximum you need to get the deepest in there. So again, to qualify, you need the equivalent of $300 to keep the active status. So the first level, that people that you personally refer, you're going to get 100% matching bonus of whatever they receive. So if we use an example, let's say somebody put $1,000 of Bitcoin in. So let's say at the end of the month, the average was 5%. And that means that person that you have on your first level who put in $1,000, that they've basically have gotten $50 rewards that they've got in their account. And initially, those rewards are paid in EXXA tokens. Now, on a daily basis, from the first day you achieve them, you've got the ability to convert those to Ethereum if you choose to. I've done that a few times now. It works really effectively. And then I've transferred the Ethereum out of my EXXA wallet to another wallet with no problems. Everything's working fairly flawlessly at this point after going through a couple of weeks of debugging, but it pays 100%. So if that person earned $50 in that month, you would also earn $50. You're matching their earnings 100%. On the second tier, you get 50% of the rewards that they achieve. And then on tiers 3 through 21, it's 5% that you get. And then you have these community rewards as large numbers start to be built on it that pay additional percentages to the position that qualify for this. So that's really first look of it.